Mic test, mic test. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Buddy Bison stream. I hope we're all having a wonderful day today, because I most certainly am, because we are back with some more Trails Through Daybreak! So, starting a little bit late today, went out to dinner with my mum, so that's why. But we're just gonna jump right back on into it. So we are in Basel with the group. We are running around, doing a whole bunch of stuff, and yeah. The CEO is a dick and didn't give the rest of the group Class C port, so we can't take the air tram, so we have to walk around everywhere. And now we want to get into the Institute of Science so we can continue our investigations.
Initializing planner mode.
Because we are trying to find out who is the abusive professor, but we need to at this point go and investigate the institute. We have no way of getting in, but basically it was just like, oh hey, how about Anya's contacts Quatre, and we can see how that goes. And she's just like, oh yeah, okay. Like, why do I need to contact him? And he's just like, you guys seem to have like headed off because you guys are similar in similar age group. Knowing full well that Quatre seems to have a little bit of a crush on Anya's. So I think it's about time we do that.
Planner mode.
Because there's nothing else to do, no connections. And go to, it's just that. So let's contact Quatre. Maybe now would be a good time to call Quatre and ask about our certification cards. Contacting Quatre will cause the main story to advance. As a result, all unfinished quests will disappear. Hey, 50 Mirror, how's it going, my man? Thanks for dropping by. Contact Quatre.
Yes, this is Elysian speaking.
Elysian.
Ah, it's you, Agnes.
Ah! He's happy. Falcom got rid of open all chests in one playthrough. Damn it, that's bullshit. But I wonder if it's... Did they get rid of it in that it's... You can't open all the chests in one playthrough? Or is it... They made it so you don't have to do it all in one, as long as you do it all across multiple? Because I saw the post on Discord, but I didn't have time to ask. Trophy is only for 150 chests. Okay, so it's not even all the chests. It's just most of them? Interesting. Oh, good. I was worried I wouldn't be able to get through. It sounds like there's a little bit of interference with the connection, though.
Right, I apologize for that. I happen to be in the middle of something at the moment.
Mm-hmm. And the 224 achievement is for one playthrough. Ah, okay. Isn't for one playthrough. So it's just get all 224 unique chests. Is the thing across at all the playthroughs? Or can you, like, Yeah, I'll have to figure it out. Apologize.
Could you wait for me at a place called Quatre Workshop? It's in the artisanal district. I'll be there short.
Hello?
That's not good.
Ah, shit. I was missing 3 and semi. I must have picked up 2 of them in this playthrough. Okay. So it's all... So you have to get all of the unique ones. Like, you can't double up in subsequent playthroughs. So you have to get all of them, but it just doesn't have to be in the same playthrough. Okay. You know, that's fine. Honestly, that's preferable in terms of the way it could be handled. Because, like, bro, I had to play through... What was it? CS3? Or no, you know what? The chest achievement is one of the main reasons why I even bothered speedrunning CS2. And it was because I had to play through CS2 like 3 times, or 3 or 4 times, just trying to get that one fucking achievement. And I picked up all in okay. Hello? What just happened? It sounded like something collapsed, and I could have sworn I heard a faint roar after that. Sounds like trouble to me. We were just at Quarte's workshop a short while ago. Let's get on back there and see what the deal is. Sorry guys, we're back. Just breezing through New Game Plus. Nice. Who are you? Oh, you're the group from earlier. Thought we told you that this was a restricted area. Sorry, but Quatre hasn't been past here, has he? Wait, what? How do you know about...
I'll handle this.
Chief Engineer just go... Oh, it's his workshop, okay.
I'm the supervisor of this here workshop. Just
I like his face. His face reminds me of, like, what a lot of portrayals of, like, Sun Wukong would be. Right? Like, with that specific kind of, like, beard shape.
I had a feeling when I saw you kids here earlier, but, are you the ones Quatre's been showing around town?
Huh? He told you about us? That's right. We're from Arkwright Solutions over in the capital. I'll get right to the point. We have reason to believe he's in danger. We think he might be in a mine or something like one. If that rings any bells, can you take us there? What? Quatre's in danger?
Come with me. I'll hear your story while we're on the move. You two, contact the guild just in case. Get on it.
You know. Gotta go help this young lad. So there's a mine shaft in the vicinity after all? Yeah, it's used to extract a minor metal called linium. Signal's not great down there, which explains all the noise on your call. See, the auto go of the text makes it so you can't have the goofy situations of perpetual running. But it does minimize how long you actually have to read the text, which is why the backlog is such a good thing. So, minor metal called linium. A minor metal. So this is where Quatre likely is? Most likely. I'd wager he goes to check all the lights and such working every so often. He just went in earlier to do it again. Ain't all that big of a shaft, though, and there aren't usually any monsters down here. Aren't usually any monsters. Hey, there's my health restore point. I'm detecting multiple monsters further inside. Just where did they all come from? And the timing couldn't have been worse. Our crowd, was it? And the rest of you, too. You all struck me as a tough bunch. I promised to reward you handsomely, so save them, please. I'll contact the guild and someone who can help in the meantime, though, so don't go crazy. Boop, boop. Lucky for us, we've got him on our side, huh? All right, folks, let's get moving. Right, we have to save Quatre. Indeed, I heard the faint sound of gunfire moments ago. What, is he packing or something? Kind of dangerous for a kid like him, right? Either way, let's hurry. Kind of dangerous for a kid like him. Cue fairy talking, younger than Quatre. Probably has more firepower. Okay. But yeah, we're looking at most people getting to like level 42, so that's good. And we are still trying to get Anya's to be Employee of the Month. Oh, it's the fucking these things. Okay. Ew, bastards. Yeah.
Charge attack available.
You got these fuckers. Okay, at least they're weak to wind. That helps. There we go. Aerial dust. Defend.
Use a sharp boost to get the activating skill. There we go.
Good.
Go time. Like that'll work.
Defend. Get the nice gale boost up in there. Bam. Take them down. Nice. And they'll level.
Couldn't take your eyes off me, right?
Almost.
Your
Level.
martial arts were most impressive, Mr. Way.
I can show you the way, Aaron.
Unleashing shard strike.
Good. Get all these shard skills up in there.
Sucker.
Good. And SEO change as well. Because how many of those do I have left to get? I think I have 500, so I only need 8 more. That's happening very soon. I'll get Hadrian, and then SEM supports during command battles. Still need basically 100 more of those, so that'll be fine. And then everything else is 2,000 shard skills. That's happening.
I
So
can live with this.
Suggesting
That was
magic
nothing to
attacks.
sneeze at on, yes?
Unleashing shard strike.
go. Good.
Activating skill.
Have some more.
SEM chain. Nice.
It should be safe for now.
Nice job,
I see me some nobodies. Hold in and kick some ass.
That. Get him with that. Just move up here.
What should I do?
Nope.
I suggest we strike now. Get them all at once.
Here we go.
Initializing drive.
Hit him with the aerial.
Activating skill.
Yeah.
There we go.
Give him a little bit of extra,
Get to it, maid.
a little bit of extra damage on everyone.
Mr. Arkwright. Activating skill.
Yeah, you missed. Oh well. Not a big deal.
Here I go.
Good.
There we go.
Nice.
I did it.
Titanium wristband. HP plus 400 prevents rot. That's not bad. And hopefully Aaron and Rosette will get additional crafts or boosts. Although Aaron already got his boost to 1 at 41.
These things know how to put up a good fight.
They'll definitely put you through your paces if you take them one-on-one.
Suggesting magic attacks.
There we go.
Sucker.
Didn't even have to look. I just knew.
It should be safe for now.
That was nothing to sneeze at on, yes?
Get to work.
Charge attack available. Unleashing shard strike.
That. Aerial dust. There we go. We'll let that happen. And then otherwise it should be pretty good, I think.
There we go.
Take out additional health on you, and then you're boosted by an S boost, so that should be fine. Nice.
Stats upgraded.
Okay, Rosette. Nice. Let's go. God, it feels good being a mine. Reminds me of Sky.
Unleashing Sharp Strike.
Go. I'm generally trying to have Van be like
Activating
the
drive.
SCLM support for
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
the different characters, or for Anya's,
Keep it up. It's working. Give them your all.
just because
There we go.
I feel like that just makes a little bit more sense
Like that'll work.
in terms of helping her be Employee of the Month, because
You on yes.
if he's the one doing damage, he can't get Employee of the Month,
Here goes.
so it just makes it a little
Now's
bit
a good
more,
time to boost.
a little bit more stable.
Activating skill.
Good.
Get to it, maid.
And especially if I'm able to have her be the sub attack on a whole bunch of other people's as well. That probably helps a bit.
Have some more.
Good. Get them to seal in chains. Yes, nice. And that gets me Hadron, which is Wind and Mind. That's really good. Increases crit damage from attacks and crafts by 100%. Hadron, Wind, and Mind. That's perfect for getting delay on, or the arc thing on people. Increases crit damage from attacks and crafts by 100%. Not very good for the purpose of getting it in terms of the other stuff. But yeah, because what, the Judgment Feather, or what's Arc Feather's Wind for Mind 8, right? Which makes it so Hadron Wind for Mind 8. So that already gets you most of the way there. Hey, Keith, how's your day? It was nice. I had a turkey dinner. It was delicious.
Shifting to maintenance mode.
Switching to maintenance
Okay,
mode.
so increase healing item range by 10. Or I guess I could swap it to... Yeah, because... I guess this is giving her space, which is fine. Or I could... Ooh, I could get her to Judgment Feather as well, which would probably be better. Because it's medium power delaying follow-up instead of just one. Yeah, that's probably better for right now.
Shard
Yeah,
skills
we'll do
updated.
that. Yeah, because until I get to the point where I can actually put absorbing arts on her, I would rather hold off and just keep kind of going deeper into Judgment Feather Mind. I think that would be worth it. But yeah, so that is what? That's one of the last unique ones. Yeah, so next one is Lorelei, which is water based, so that'll be useful. And then other than that, it's just a couple of plugins, which aren't bad. If I could get Tyrant Storm, that would be pretty nice, because it's a good spell.
I can live with
It's
this.
aerial
Shall I
dust,
brew
but
you some tea, Miss
expensive and
Cordell?
strong.
Oh my. Quite the reception.
Go.
Kick some ass.
That.
I'll get them all at once.
Dust.
Initializing drive.
Barton, Mr. Wang.
Like that'll work. Keep moving, Van.
Come on. There we go.
There we go.
Get a little bit of extra damage. Yeah, how's it going with you, Keith?
on yes.
Thanks for dropping by. Boom.
Activating skill.
Nice. Yeah, Judgment Feather, that'd be good for damage right now.
That looks like a nice chest.
Because I need Anya's to do big damage
You
so
picked
she
the
can
wrong guy to fuck.
more say. Like, I wish there was an ongoing assessment of who the Employee of the Month is, like a ranking that I could actively check.
Suggesting magic attacks.
Looks like the gang's all here.
Commencing battle.
I think that way I wouldn't have to guess or like try my best to ensure it's happening.
I'll get them all at once. I suggest we strike now.
Okay, yeah. I'll use Tyrant Storm just for the sake of
Initializing
hitting them
drive.
all.
Go time. Like
Spend,
that'll work.
I won't let this chance slip by. Barton,
spend.
there.
Yeah, I probably should have actually attacked with her because further Sepith damage.
Here goes.
Really, you didn't die. That's
Now's a
surprising.
good time to boost. Activating skill.
I won't let this chance slip by.
A chance for a shard boost.
Have some more.
He comes in, Fatal Lance.
Mr.
Damn,
Oldboy,
I was hoping.
use a sharp boost to get the upper hand. No,
Fatal Lance. Yeah, and that has the AoE, which makes it so we never got hit.
Wow, like some good loot. What'd you expect?
Damn, almost got 3 times off of a rando fight. Action 3. Hell yeah, 6 times on space. That's pretty darn good.
shifting to maintenance mode.
That gives 4 in wind. You trying to get anything? Well, the wind, I mean, if I could get that, that would be nice. Probably be best if I could just open that. But you are already here. Nothing really great in time. Yeah, defense time is not great. I can at least get auto quick with an STLM boost with time in the extra. It's the only thing. Treasure Hunter, yeah, I want that on.
Switching to
Anything
maintenance mode.
else benefit from?
Don't worry, Citrus got your back.
Citrus got your back.
Mode activated.
Still love it.
Adjustment complete.
Yeah, no one else is really using action, although
Maintenance mode
Switching
activated.
to Citrus got your back.
Citrus got your back. It might not be the worst thing to try and get a little bit of extra speed on Anya's. Earth damage increases time to cut. Cast starts cut. You do anything? Any of this? The impede does help a little bit, I feel. Hit 2. Citrine Ring. You're not really getting anything from all this space. So what I'll do is instead I'll drop an action 3 on you to boost your speed. Because that will help you get
Shard skills updated.
spells out a lot faster. So that'll help. But yeah. I feel like we're making pretty good progress through this dungeon. I say as we're barely into it. Just felt like this dungeon has felt like there's very high
Commencing
high
battle.
density in terms of combat.
Charge attack available.
So good. Nice.
I can live with this. Shall I brew you some tea, Miss Claudel?
Alright. Move around. There we go. Want to make sure they all got moved into the right area.
Initialize
These guys are
drive.
very weak to wind.
Go time.
Yeah, you hit them. Get some extra Sabbath.
A chance.
Probably should have done an AoE, but not a big deal.
Activating skill.
Good. Damn, yeah, that's a large amount of damage. Like 4,000 versus like 1,000.
Nice. Great.
Pretty hot shit, man.
Keep that.
That sounded like live combat.
Hell yeah, it did.
We must hurry.
That seems cool. That doesn't seem dangerous at all. There's a lot more of the mines to this, so I have a feeling I might be getting party member. Unless there is a revisit in my future. Found him. Quatre! What's that silver thing? Yo. little
Detecting small-scale seismic shift.
That thing from before?
oh, he's a shield. Are you alright?
Yes. You're all here.
Damn, What'd you just do to neutralize the tremors? He paired the stun caliber and hollow style together most magnificently. The timing just happened to work out. It ain't gonna be happening again. A subspecies of the abyss worm. Watch out for their chain counterattacks. Oh, these fuckers. You solo skills are ours to take them down. Are you good to go?
Yes. I can still fight. Theo, be sure to work with them.
Understood.
Theo.
Initiating interception protocol.
Okay.
I'll take you on. My move now.
So what is going on here? Abyss worm, swirling abyss, abyss worm. Okay.
Make it count.
You know what? Yeah, casting would take too long, I feel.
Keep it up. It's working. I suggest we strike now. Mr. Enterprise.
Let's hit him with the hate bullet.
I won't let this
Okay,
chance slip by.
you have 0 arts, so Chrono Drive probably help us in
Make
the
it
long
count.
run. Yeah, get us all quick.
Miss Glow down.
Okay, and you guys do not like winds, so I'm just gonna boost.
Boost level maximum strength.
Yeah, I'll boost double one. Tyrant Storm. Hit you
Initializing
with
drive.
that. Call allies.
I won't lose.
Oh, you're still in the range. Okay, so what is your deal? Quatre, optical cannon,
This'll do the
freeze,
trick.
side attack bonus, and satellite cure. A boost, okay, and then you have
I'll take care of
some
them.
arts. Seems pretty good in
I
support.
suggest we strike
Okay.
now.
Well, let's.
This'll do the trick.
And he doesn't have an S-craft.
Going all in.
Okay, well, let's.
Some arts work better.
Yeah, let's hit.
Activating skill.
Optical
Locking
cannon.
on. Fire!
Okay. Reminds me of Aragatlum. Go screen. Did that cancel the art? No, it didn't. Good.
Got it.
Okay.
Activating
Good.
skill.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh, of course she was
Got your number.
just out of range. Worm swing.
Bring it on.
Okay.
Full boost. Go all out. Good luck. Give it your all.
I'll dice you up.
I won't let this chance
That's.
slip by.
I'm gonna take a safe and just use Cobalt Curtain.
Accessing.
Jeez, car turned over on its side. I set my apartment. Not sure what happened, but it's good. Okay, well, I hope everyone's safe.
Boost level maximum strength.
Yeah, that sounds pretty crazy. Okay, we're gonna do Tyrant Storm
Well,
again.
Initializing
And
drive.
with that, you are weak to fire.
Pull out all the stops.
So let's have you pump that. Oh wait, yeah, let's check your sub. EP usage 70%, regen 7 EP after acting, magical damage plus 20%. Oh, that's pretty good. Thrifty arts. That's
Proceed with
pretty
caution.
good.
Initializing drive.
Do I have? I just realized that he's actually like pretty close to gone.
Full boost. Go all out. Mr.
Let's
Enterprise.
hit you with that.
It's over.
Okay. Soul Soccer Tentacle.
Your number.
Okay. As long as he's still getting hit by that.
Activating
Good.
skill.
Good.
Huh?
Thanks.
Nice. No time.
I won't let this chance slip by.
Ooh, that thing
Chomp
is
for short boost.
sealed.
Some elements look effective.
Going all in.
Energy
No
output
effort.
max.
We're gonna use Radiant Seeker.
Activating skill. Boost gauge limiter removed.
Nice.
Boost level
Okay.
maximum strength.
Her EP is just all gone.
Keep your guard up.
Do we have any EP regenning foods? I don't think so. Everything is CP. Okay. Well, looks like I have to use her. Ooh, EP absorb. Back attack bonus.
Activating skill.
So hammer might be useful. She gets 64. That's not much. It's probably not worth it. But she is getting a 0 turn soon. So
Keep your guard up.
that will hopefully help. Let's hit you with that.
You got this.
Arts,
This'll do the trick.
or you know, let's do. Ooh, and this gives CP boost.
We need help.
You say sincere things.
Nice. Can't move. Good. Okay. Just hit him with the Tyrant Storm.
Got it.
Good. She's not S boosted. But it's fine. You're stunned. Oh, of course. I don't have enough S boost to do anything. Okay, we're gonna use Heavenly Halter then for as much damage as possible. Punch the worm.
You got this.
Okay.
This'll do the trick.
Optical cannon with a side bonus. Good.
I won't let this chance slip by.
And
Energy output max. Some elements look effective. Activating skill.
There we go.
good. Not a bad fight. Okay, and he's level 40, so he's gonna catch up, hopefully. Hollow Core Otis, level 4. Nice, nice, nice. Found Scent. Okay. That could be good. Is that all of them? I believe that to be the case, yes. So he does have a horrible gun. Okay. I was wondering, is he gonna use a staff? But no, he's got like a gun and like a little drone dude. Okay. Are you hurt at all, Quatre? I'm fine. I didn't realize you would all come. Sorry for causing you so much trouble. Trouble is right. At least you weren't dumb enough to come here unarmed. An honorable pulse gun, eh? You know your way around combat from what I saw. Same with this floating thing, too. Floating thing? Wow. It's adorable. You think? This little guy's named Fia. Much as I'd love to hear more, you mind if we shift to talking about what happened? I'd heard there aren't supposed to be monsters in here. You were checking the lights, right? Well... That's weird. Were they damaged? No, they were just swapped out the other day. Plus, it's not just that one that's gone bad. It's happening to all of them along the tunnel. You're right. These are self-sufficient lights, so they aren't on the orbital distribution network. Exactly. Which means this kind of behavior should be impossible. So why? Get back here! Oop. Yo, Van? Being a cool guy? Saving the kid? There's more of them? This isn't good. Everyone prepare for combat. Van! Rough. What? Zeros?
Now, Albus!
Bracer Regina. Yeah, sword.
Does anyone here need medical attention?
Did you come all the way from the capital? Nice heroic entrance there, Junior Senior Bracer.
Well, you seem fine.
Thanks for rushing over here, Zeros.
Zeros. Rough. Whoa, a black wolf? Starting to feel like just about anything could pop up around here. I see. So that's what is being tested here.
Are all of you okay?
I am Mechanical Dog. I'm cool as fuck, bro. I'm Blade Wolf from a renowned game Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Supervisor. Yeah, guess that wraps up this little adventure then.
I'm okay now. You can let go.
Happy, okay, dude. No need to keep hugging. Like, you already got plenty of girls, you don't need the boys. Aw, why are they parked outside? I actually thought Giscard was the engineer from Liberal. Ah, okay. That would be fun. But nope, he's a different guy. Should have just waited for us to arrive instead of going ahead on your own. Yeah, but we did that, then it wouldn't have worked out. I think his name was Gaspar. Yeah, I believe so. Well, I suppose I can commend you for rescuing him at least. Did a bang-up job down there yourself. Got no chill every time we bump into you, but you pulled your weight back in crate too. I'm this close to being promoted to B rank, so I would hope I could handle this much. As for your snide little comment, you can mind your own damn business. I'm perfectly chill, thank you. You're just proving his point, you know. As for you, Quatre, why did you call us to let us know someone was off? Everything worked out all right in the end this time, but that could have easily ended worse than it did. I'm really sorry for worrying you. I thought I could handle it without any help since I had Fio with me. Cheese and crackers. Well, as long as you're all right, that's all that matters. It's real worrying that monsters that big are showing up down there, though. That shouldn't be happening. Of course, Orbit Last work to keep monsters away. Makes me wonder if them acting up is the cause. Something on your mind, Quatre? Well, we saw them doing just that earlier, right? That's not the first time either. It's been happening every so often lately. They've gone out even when there was nothing wrong with the lights themselves, or they've done things they shouldn't be able to technically do. There have been times when they've been malfunctioning one minute, then totally fine the next. So you went down there because it was bothering you? That's more or less in line with what we've been hearing back at the guild. I don't think we can rule out connection with what we're here to investigate either. Yeah, wish you would have told us that back when we were at Vern's HQ. I'm sorry, I couldn't really mention it in front of the CEO. Thanks for this. This is all great to know, so the guild will keep it in mind too. If anything else happens, could you let us know right away? Can do. Thanks for coming all the way over here. I know you're here due to business with the Vern Company, but you should avoid any suspicious moves while you're at it. Got it, my lord. We'll be sure to follow your lead and be on our best behavior. You can start with axing that snark. Here we go again. I'll see you later, everyone. Did you have to pick a fight with them when they just helped us out? It's fine. We're better off keeping the guild at arm's length while we're here. Well, let me just say again that I really do appreciate you coming to my rescue. But was there something you needed me for when you called me earlier? Oh, yeah. Almost forgot. See, like, he took that call right before he got into the fight where he was like, oh, Anya's, what's up? Oh, shit. Fight. There was something I wanted to discuss with you, actually. So you want to go inside the Institute of Science, do you? You're right that only Anya's has the authority to do that. And I wish I could help you all get through with her, but I can't upgrade your card. You need to speak to this guy right here. Let me see your card. Hell yeah, brother. I got your back. Receive C-Rank ID certification. Oh, the writing on it changed. You're C-Rank just like me now, which means you can go inside the Institute. We really owe you one. Sure it's okay to do stuff like this without running it by the CEO first, though? Basil's run by 3 groups. The Vern Company, the Institute of Science, and the Artisans Guild. I'm the head of the 3rd one, so I don't need anyone's approval but my own for the stuff like this. Besides, you saved the professor's favorite youngin'. I wouldn't be fit to call myself an artisan of Basel if I didn't find some way to thank you. Supervisor. Can't argue with that. Thanks a lot. Just out of curiosity, you see as far as you can upgrade our card? Yeah, that's on you, kid. You call yourself a Spriggan, right? Can't say I'd peg you as the squeaky clean type, but I got a feeling you can do some good work where the guild can't. I can bump your card's rank up to B if I feel like you earned it. So keep up the good work. Baller. Thought he'd be more of a stubborn old mule, but he's more lax than I gave him credit for. I think it's more he's just trust us a little. Well, his trust in you makes me feel better about helping you too. That card's all you need to get into the Institute, but how about I show you the way there? Think of it as my way of saying thank you for saving me. Are you leaving, Quatre? I am, but you're coming with. Thanks for the help earlier, Zeros. Did you take care of things here while I'm gone? Rough. So their names are Fio and Zeros. They're amazing. Yeah, they're like loyal animal friends straight out of fairy tale. Black one looks rad, in my opinion. I'm glad you can appreciate their brilliance. They are autonomous orbital drones based on hollow AIs, if I recall. I've heard about the technology involved to create them. I didn't expect to see both a floating support type and a ground-based offensive type while in the field, however. You're very well informed. My apologies for not introducing myself sooner. I am Rosette Twinings, and I'm a concierge from Marduk Total Security Company. Step on me, Maidson. Right? What? Who said that? What? I'm currently supporting Arkwright Solutions in their endeavors. Well, that explains how you know so much. But hold on. Didn't you say this request was from... I thought Marduk's sponsors were covertly at odds with the Principality. So how'd you end up establishing such a bizarre group like this? I ask myself the same thing every day. Might as well resign yourself to your fate. If you could change your fate, would ya? Gotta say it. It was clearly Arusha's guidance that brought us together. That and Mr. Arkwright's personal magnetism. How am I getting bundled with the goddess here? I guess I'll just have to let it go for now. Anyway, the Aerotram boarding platform is this way. You'll be able to use it now that your card's been upgraded. Hell yeah. Oh, who's this child? Child, who are you?
I'm so glad Quash is okay. You're the ones who helped him, right? Are you his friends?
Yeah, we're like acquaintances. Been helping us out a bit. What about you, kid? Your mom or pop work here? His name's Nat. He's Rio's younger brother. He just can't keep himself out of the factory, so he tags along with her a lot. Vehicles especially pique his interest.
Yeah, they're making a big robot here now, right? I want to see it. Come on, let me see.
We've all warned Rio that Nat shouldn't be walking around the shop floor, but she just can't say no to him. They do a lot of top-secret work here. They turn a blind eye to him because he's family, but still. Hey, Nat, just don't get too close to anything, okay? You don't want to make people worried.
Okay. You got it, man.
No need to be shy now.
Modify Orbman. Yeah, so this is all those. Drivers, nothing new. Any plugin? Nope. Okay, so about the Sepith masses. Trade.
No need to be shy
Okay,
now.
this is where you trade. Okay. Yeah, so, okay, cool. I can finally make leopard straps. Hell to the yes. I need to remove the machete strap, though. So... let's do that. Kind of wish I bought more of the straps, honestly. That's ADF. Drop that. Defense. Good. Equip. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here, and instead of gladiator headband, we're gonna plop on a leopard strap. Get him. I could get him to 58 if I took this off, but I still I still need to check to see this 15 CP every turn. Is that every one of his turns, or is that every turn in general? Regardless, I'm gonna want to come over here and take off this machete strap. Just for now. Shop.
No need to be shy now.
Trade. Where are you guys? There we go. Leopard strap. Yeah, honestly, probably should have bought more of each of the straps.
See you again.
See, it'd be nice if you could use Hermes's system to get the things that you may have missed that way. Where is it? Where's the strap? Leopard strap. Okay. And search for something. Okay, so that's good. And why did you go up? 15 drivers game. Oh, because yeah, so we got him in the party. Good. Oh yeah, let's Orbent, change Holocore, because Otis. Arts cast time 65%. Magical damage plus 36, 88, and 170 versus your 72, 150. Yeah, so already better. And it does not take very long to get them up to that as well. Holocore powered by an energetic young female AI lowers EP usage when boosted. That could be very good. He's at 3-star, which not bad, so we can get that up. Oop. Okay, so there's some extra.
Ladder launch.
Sorry. Artisanal district.
Hey,
Go
Quatre.
here.
Dropped off your groceries at the house.
Thanks.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Quatre. You got it, Quaddy boy. Yeah, so,
Whoops.
do you want me to take you to the institute? Oh, okay. Yeah, of course, lead the way. How's it going, Elvis? Oh, you got RC cars or something? Yo, we RC car racing? I hope so. That wasn't fair. You cheated. You didn't outdrive me at all. Hey, a win's a win. Such a sore loser. You really are a dick. You always win against me. I deserve to win too. Easy, easy. I'm sorry for butting in like that. Maybe next time we can give Millie a little boost to balance it out, okay? But that wouldn't be fair either. I just want to beat him fair and square, okay? Hey, you don't take it out on him for helping. Why can't you just suck it up? This is just great. Didn't expect to find one of Elaine's co-workers in an argument with some kids. He looks like he could use a hand, too. Hey, fancy running into you here. What happened to the hot shit bracer I bumped into earlier? Can't break up an argument between a couple kids? You? Goddess of all the people. Just want to laugh at me, you can do that later. I'm on official business, so get lost. No, not at all. I apologize if we're interrupting you. It's just that you looked like you were in need of help. So, what are you two arguing about? I heard a bit of the conversation, but could you fill us in? We race each other with RC cars a lot. Amelia's way too good at races. She usually wins. She really whooped me today, so I was down the dumps. But then this really cool brazier came over and offered to help. Well, aren't you a model brazier, huh? Kids love you. I headed back to the guild after I ran into you guys, but then I came across these two after I started my rounds. The boy's car is a Lino land carrier, just like the one we used at the guild. I, can't deny it got me a little curious. One thing led to another, and I kind of lent him a hand. Huh, didn't know they made RC versions of those. I dig it. Even the little tykes can wheel these around. Wait, hold on a sec. Is that a Nightbreaker? Oh, now that you mention it, yeah. It looks exactly like your car, just a different color. They make radio-controlled versions of those too? Yep, they do. I'm a big fan of this model. Hey, you know what's up? When it comes to power, you can't beat an Ingert. Oh yeah, totally agree with you. Dude, fucking man, get it on. Yo! What's up, kid? Yo, you sick? This kid gets me! What am I watching? So yeah, today was just different. I followed the advice the bracer gave me and I won. I actually won. I beat her for the first time in forever. But Amelia's being a real sore loser about it. I beat her fair and square. You didn't beat me fair and square. You had a coach. I've always beaten you all by myself. But now I'm supposed to accept I lost because you got an adult to help you? How is that fair? Oh, come on. It sucks losing all the time. Just let me have this. I mean, like, okay, I can kind of side with Dick on this one, because in reality, all he got was a coach. It's not like Alvis took the controls or anything. He just helped him a little bit, right? Like, that's all that happened. Beat me by yourself first. If you're happy to cheat, then go race in the Cheaters Club. You can win all you want there. Hey, you want to say that again? Look, I'm sorry. I realize in retrospect that I shouldn't have gotten involved. So, yeah. This is how it's been for the last minute or so. Yeah, that's a bit of a conundrum, isn't it? I got an idea, actually. How do you feel about pairing up with me, young lady? Alvis takes the boy, and then we've got a perfectly fair 2-on-2 rematch. Oh, that sounds like a great idea! Yeah, that works for me. With an adult on my side, too, it'll actually be fair. Excellent idea, Mr. Arkwright. This should help them race each other more fairly. Okay, yeah, that's actually a good idea. Guess a broken clock's right twice a day. See right through you, though. You don't just do things out of the kindness of your heart. You got an ulterior motive, don't you? No. My intentions are as crystal clear as that pickup's paint job. I just don't like seeing my favorite truck lose a rigged race. That's all there is to it, man. Justice. You know, that toes a fine line between genuine swagger and just idiocy. Yeah, he does that. Well, that works for me. Guess if I sort of squint, I can see your point. So, how do you two feel about it? Does that sound good? Sign me up. I want to show him who's boss. It'll be me and him versus the two of you. Me too. Last time wasn't just a fluke. Watch. All right. We've got ourselves a match. I won't lose this time. Uh-huh. Prove it. That's a relief. Kids are calmed down now that we've figured out a resolution to all this. Now I'm dead to a Spriggan of all people. Ugh, don't let this go to your head, you hear? Pfft, this doesn't even register on my balance sheet. Just don't hold back, you hear? I'm not going easy on you. This is about more than just you and me or those two kids. It's Lino versus Ingert. And us Ingert fans, we don't take a loss lying down. Yeesh, you're way more into this than I am. But hey, you've got a point. There's a chance to settle our differences for good and all. So you know what? Bring it. Wow, everyone's really pumped for this. Van can't help himself when it comes to cars, as we're all aware. It would be nice if this helped him get along better with Elvis, too. We should start by finding a suitable race course. What did you use for your match earlier? It was right here, just a really straight and narrow sprint. I do think we should go somewhere else. We need a proper circuit for this. Yeah, something nice and open. I want that too, but I don't know where. There aren't many open spaces where we won't be getting in anyone's way. I don't remember the correct options for this question. Hopefully you guessed the right answer. Ooh, okay. I might have an idea, actually. I know a venue that might be willing to host us. I'm not 100% sure, but it's worth asking. Follow me, everyone. I'll see if I can get permission. Oh, this is pure law? Damn it. Yeah, I'll accept it. Sure, I'm in. Great. To Newtown, then. That's where this venue is.
Time to start working.
RC Car Showdown. Started. Yo, we just racing in the car area? Hell yeah. Alright, I think I gotcha. So you want a venue for your RC race? Yes, the Pavilion has hosted RC races in the past, if memory serves. Would you be willing to lend us an event space for a race of our own? Now it's making sense. Well, how could I refuse a request from you, Quatre? I'll take the administrator and see what I can do. Our schedule's pretty quiet right now, so they shouldn't have a problem with it. Let's make this the best race you've ever seen. You thank goodness! Now I really can't wait. Huh, didn't think you had inroads with the Pavilion. Nice job calling in those IOUs, Quasha. They do come in handy. I should specify, though, this is more for me. The Pavilion works closely with the Institute and the workshop, so we're well acquainted. Out of curiosity, what kinds of RC cars are you bringing? I'll be using my Lino Land Carrier. And I've got an Ingert Nightbreaker pickup. Oh, wow. Lino and Ingert. Seriously? What? Is that a problem? What's with the alarm? You know those makes, right? I'm a Lino employee who's loved this company for 20 years. I'm an Ingert employee, and I'm a fanatic in my own right. And Petra and I get a little spirited when we debate over the two. We'll have a drink and some snacks and just go to town. And then we go home and fuck hard. What? If this is a battle between Lino and Ingert, then we have to treat this seriously. You bet. This is company pride for talking. Oh yeah, this race has big implications, way beyond just RC stuff. You need Lawless Chaos combined level 5, so either level 2 Chaos, level 3 Law, or vice versa. Any combination for something later in a later. Okay, I don't think that's an issue. I'm gonna probably just somehow get to Law 3, because the Law just happens to go up pretty frequently for me. But man, I just need to be I need to be Gray. I need to get to Gray 5. Gray 5 as fast as possible. Because I'm morally gray. I'm gonna pop up my collar. Gonna be a film noir detective, morally gray. Just like the grayscale that my movies are in. Gray. It's two bitter rivals going at it. For these youngins that can make or break their brand allegiances. It's serious stuff. That sounds a bit extreme. I really don't think it's quite that important. Yeah, they've lost me. Oh, I have an idea. We have some aftermarket parts over in the storehouse. I'll let you two have a sneak peek. On me. Don't tell anybody, okay? Oh, would you mind giving us some time to work out the track? I want to make sure it's perfect as it can be. Sure! By all means. Yeah, thanks a lot. The aftermarket parts? A few minutes later. Yeah, I was never good at controlling RC things. Always fucked with me. I'll go over the rules one more time just to be safe. Team Dick and Team Milio will compete in a 2-on-2 relay format. After 2 laps, the first racer will hand the controls to the second. They will compete 2 more laps for 4 total. The finish line will be right here at the start. Understood? So Dick and Milio will lead off their respective teams. Yeah, then Van and Elvis will compete against each other in the second leg. I'm getting really excited. Who's gonna win? Racers on your marks! Get set, go! Man, they're really fired up. You said it. Glad they're having fun. Wait, why am I being all buddy-buddy with you? We're not allies anymore. We're enemies. Sure. We're enemies. With that, the race was off to a thrilling start. Amelia climbed out to an early lead with her Nightbreaker. But after negotiating the turns, Dick's land carry began to catch up down the long straight. He had swapped out stock motor for an aftermarket sport engine boasting much stronger acceleration. The track favored straight line speed with its series of straightaways, allowing Dick to pull ahead of Amelia after the first lap. Not to count Amelia out, she closed the gap in the corners with her skillful driving. She had cut the deficit, but she still lagged behind Dick's souped-up machine as the leg of the race came to a close. I'm leaning, Alvis, I did it! You sure did. Leave the rest to me, buddy. Dang it, you win this round, Dick. Go get him, Van. You got it. Gave me some nice momentum to work with. With a third lap underway, Van and Alvis tested their mettle. I should have expected as much from a Lino employee's special customization. They really understand this thing's unique qualities. Same here. But neither side has a clear advantage. There's no ace in the hole. Boxes! What the? Sorry to interrupt. Both of these cars are designed to go off-road, so what's the point in keeping them on the road? Paved roads are hardly their natural habitat, so we decided to spice up the track a bit. This puts every facet of your cars to the test. Oh, that's rad. You guys know how to put on a race. Wow, that's so cool! Man, I wish I could have raced on this. I wonder how I'd have done. See, I feel like they made a stupid choice because it should be every other lap that they added the boxes, right? Or have first lap go left and then second lap go right. That way they're forced to do these turns because right, the kids didn't get to enjoy the boxes. Okay, built up a little lead here. Gotta protect that. No mistakes. How do I want to go about this? That cardboard's a big old roadblock, but I'm already behind. What's the play here? Slowly drive around it. Floor it. Big old roadblock. Well, okay. Let's keep up a little lead here. Gotta protect that. No mistakes. Now, him saying no mistakes makes me think he might make a mistake. But that cardboard's a big old roadblock, but I'm already behind it. But haste makes waste, as we've seen in the previous ones. Like I said, I don't remember. Also, this is for extra. I know it's for extra SP. It always will be. Because here's the thing, right? I don't know if floor it is drive through the cardboard boxes, or if it's, go for some, topsy-turvy, cool drift turns, right? It's almost the issue that, could be had with, Mass Effect option choices, where it's, sometimes the choice doesn't really give you exactly what's going to be said. It just kind of gives you a potential general vibe, but even then it might not be as extreme, or it might be more extreme than you were expecting. I'm going to slowly drive around it. Most of the car things that we've experienced have been haste makes waste. So let's just do slow drive. Can't risk a flip here. Yeah, because we still have a second lap. Ha! You drive like my mom. You won't close the gap like that. Got the off-road bit coming up next. This is gonna be good. I'll see chew through these roads for breakfast. I can't push my grip on this surface, but I can't afford to give up any ground either. Do I hold steady or do I punch it? Stay the course. Gotta be patient here. Yeah, just can't shake him. Last big curve coming up. The inside line is less distance, but he's gonna want it too. Aim for the apex. I'll take that inside line, thank you. Oh, no you don't. That corner's mine. The car's face right to the rock, right? Oh, damn it. It's good. Got the bomb covered up. In that case, got one last ace up my sleeve. Get a load of my twin turbo. What the? How'd you get that? Is that even allowed? Yo, this is sick. Wonder if I can get one of these for my truck. Don't you whine to me about the rules. Anything goes, right? Huh? Never seen a part like that. Wow, he's really proud of that. He was off chatting with the Chamberlain about something earlier. Suppose that's what it was. You were sitting on that one for a while, huh? But how? I swapped the motor and everything. I win. Damn it. See, I'm curious. What, like... Okay, so I definitely made the wrong choice. It felt like I made the wrong choice on the boxes. Potentially. I'm not 100% sure on that. The last two choices were right? Really? The first one was wrong? Okay. Interesting. See, I would have thought the last choice was right. Or was wrong. Because he even said, like, oh, he's got the inside line covered up. But okay. All four of you really put on a show there. But in the end, only one team can be the winner. On with the results. Lino versus Ingrid. The winner of this white-hot relay RC race is... the Lino team, led by Captain Dick. We did it! We actually beat her! Thank you so much, Alvis. You're an amazing driver. Hey, it wasn't on me, buddy. You did pretty good yourself. Whew. Well, I gave her my best shot. Had plenty of fun, though. Me too. I've never been that pumped up for a race before. I learned a lot from how you drive. But I want to race you again, Dick. One-on-one. What's that? You want to lose again? Well, sure. And that was quite the show. I wasn't expecting to end up so invested. See, the thing is, in this case, I don't even mind losing all that much because I felt bad for the boy, where he's like, I always lose. And he just had a coach before, right? So, like, you know, him winning isn't bad, right? Yeah, but I think we've hogged the pavilion long enough with that. Let's bounce. Yeah, I should get back to my rounds. Okay, let's head back to the artisanal district and race there. Yeah, good idea. I'm glad they've mended things. It's like that big fight from before never happened. That ballooned a bit, didn't it? But hey, all's well that ends well. I really owe you guys for that. That's our line. How can we say no to a race between the two of the auto industry's biggest rivals? Mobile cars aren't just machines, they're the future. There's something that kids and adults both can appreciate. That race was exactly what the Motor Pavilion is all about, spreading the joys of motoring to all. Come on back sometime, will ya? Grand Prix may have ended, but Dick and Millie still hungered for racing. Van and company saw them back to the artisanal district, and then made for the institute.
Day's work. Mira deposit
Yeah,
confirmed.
1 SP. Okay. Yeah. I don't really feel like I don't feel the need to necessarily go for max SP because I already got one chapter at S rank. And I definitely did not get max SP in previous ones, so I guess the big thing is I'm curious as to how much leeway there is to getting the final rank of the
Whoops.
You want me to? I want to go hand in my quest. How much leeway there is to getting the final rank of the Spriggan thing? Institute of Science. There's a lot of leeway. Okay, yeah. So I don't feel the need to go take away that boy's win. I'll get it on my New Game Plus playthrough. Because, like, the thing is with Turbo and how this game works, like,
Whoa,
I'm probably
we're
gonna be
so
able to
high up.
get through this pretty fast.
This is
Supposed to
kind
be
of
my
nice.
first playthrough and I got Mac. Oh, okay.
It's the kind of thing you'd only find here. Professor Hamilton designed this, right?
Oh, I'm impressed you knew.
Chugga, 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 choo choo.
Is something wrong?
Not at all. It's just that while I've heard about everything here, seeing the whole world with your own eyes for the first time is without doubt an unparalleled experience.
Hmm? I know what you mean. I feel the same way after diving into the world of a good book for the first time.
Okay, so Rosette is not very well traveled, I guess. October 23rd for 2 p.m. Yo, it's an observatory. Let's go check out the stars. Basel Institute of Science. Here we are, the Basel Institute of Science, the place where much of the Republic's most cutting-edge research gets done. It's situated in such a beautiful location, too. The views of the canyon from here are just stunning. Yeah, this area's supposed to be popular with tourists for exactly that reason. Though even they need a card right now. This isn't that bad of a spot to sightsee, I guess, but there's no real place to live it up in town. Speaking of tourism, what's that rounded building over there? I've been wondering this whole time. That's the Astronomy Observatory. That's a place where you look at the stars, right? That's right. There's a very powerful telescope there that lets you see far more of them than you could with the naked eye. There are many who believe that astronomy is the discipline from which all others draw their roots, even if others disagree. It actually originated in the Central East, if you didn't know. Whoa, really? Pretty sure they were big on stargazing that fallen empire to the east back in the day, too. This is turning out to be a very educational. Huh? So, where would you like to start? I'd be happy to show you around if you want. Nah, that's fine. We're just gonna wander around for a while and see what we find. If you can tell us where the main facilities and research labs are, that'd be plenty. Well, if you're sure. They're marked on the building's map already, but here you go. Well then, I've got work of my own to take care of, so I'll get going for now. If anything comes up, you're always welcome to contact me on my cipher. Thanks. Yeah, now Quatch is like cool with like the group in total, not just Anya's and the girls. Aw, I was hoping we could stay with them longer. God damn it, fucking gnats, man. He knows so many cool things. I feel the same way, but it would be difficult. Yeah, he's just gonna get in the way when we start poking our noses around in dark places. I doubt we're gonna get any new 4SBGs here, but here's hoping we can learn more about this abusive professor, wherever they are. Let's get to work. Remember to act casual and not make it obvious what we're here for. Understood. Okay, so that's the artisanal district. So here's where we're going. Okay. And this is the aerotram. Hello there, Bracer Blanca. Casablanca. Hey, Elvis, any luck with that job I gave you? Wait, you're still not done? Where were you? Taking care of some kids? I mean, okay, I guess that's fair. Anyway, I got another job for you. Yeah, I saw somebody looking suspicious out on the edge of town. Could you have a look around and see if you find anything? Thanks. Give Virginia my regards, too. No need to go overboard. Might just be nothing, but better safe than sorry, of course. Head back to the guild in about 30. Okay, got it. You can fill me in once you get back. Okay, so this sounds suspicious on the edge of town.
Alright.
Doesn't look there any good info here. Okay. Hello, science man. Coolidge. I thought Athena might be here by now, but nope, no sign of her. She's a shy one is the thing. I was hoping it would go smoothly since the higher-ups are all on board with it, but evidently not. Guess she's nervous, but really, there's nothing for her to worry about. She needs to just relax. Though she did say she was working on some other project too. Maybe she's just really busy. Athena was the one that gave us Pokel, so she's down at the Vern store. Boom.
This campus is just as big as I expected.
Let's take a look around. Gotta check out all the spots that kid mentioned.
Clerk Oliger. Welcome to the Bison Institute of Science. Are you here to speak with researchers and students here? We're a bit busier than usual, pardon us. We have a number of students visiting at the moment. But if there's anything I can help you with, please do let me know. Okay. Hello, Kay. Every kiss begins with K. Oh, I remember seeing at that Orbital Cafe in Edith. I live over in here in Basel. I didn't expect to see you here, too. My family lives over in the capital, so I'm out there a lot, both to visit them and do my civil engineering research. I'll be cooped up here for a while, though. Got a big paper to finish up. She's a student here, huh? You should try talking to her.
Can we talk?
I wasn't done talking to you. Why'd you walk away? A professor abusing their authority, you say? That's a bit of a stretch to me, not gonna lie. I can say for certain that Professor Cronkite and Professor Tane would never do that. Can't be them. Oh? What makes you so sure of that? Well, so Professor Cronkite's a man of few words, so he can come across as kind of scary. But he means well, really. I mean, he's one of the greatest minds of our time. He lives and breathes science. And then Professor Tane is just really friendly to everybody. He's always looking out for people. He's known the world over for his work in civil engineering and urban planning. The Basel Institute of Science certainly earns its reputation. Its faculty are all accomplished scientists and engineers in their own right. Yep, lots of famous people come to study and lecture here. Professor Callahan's a real celebrity too. He's a real whiz when it comes to mechanical engineering. He's the brain behind the military's new weapons. Last I heard, though, his big new proposal got shot down in favor of someone else's. He didn't really take that very well. But he's bounced back from what I can tell. He's really putting his all into his new project. I'm really humbled to get to work with so many hardworking and talented people. Hardworking and talented people can still be assholes. And are they good? Are they good people, is what we're asking? Could you maybe have phrased that a little less aggressively? Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to us. You're a big help. Are they good people, not good scientists? Hello, Nadir. I work as an assistant in Professor Arquette's lab over there. I noticed some troubling things coming out of the other labs, though. This one woman, she's looked absolutely drained every day. Wish there was something I could do to help her, but I really shouldn't go butting into other labs' business. I just hope she has someone she can talk to, be it a coworker, professor, or someone else. That's a bit fishy there. Might have to ask him about that.
Let me ask you
Professor,
something.
bro. Don't walk away. And also, like, saying, oh, I really wish she has someone. How about you reach out and be that someone? Workplace harassment? Goodness. I've heard there are these bits and pieces, but I'm a bit nervous to talk about it. I won't tell anyone. Don't worry. Anything helps. I've heard loud shouting from one of the other labs, yes. It stunned me out of the work I was doing. I heard stuff like, you idiots, can't you do anything right? And, you're a disgrace to the Institute. Get out. He's just lashing out at everything and everyone now. It's really disturbing. The professor was the one doing that. I just can't say it, sorry. If they find out it was me, I'd have hell to pay. It's really gnawing at me. The abuse is only getting worse and worse from what I'm told. I've heard the works. Fatigue, depression, exhaustion, even a couple researchers fainting on the job. The whole department looks visibly shaken these days. The stress is just too much for them. I worry they'll all end up like Cindy. Cindy? What happened to her? She's at her breaking point from what I hear. I hardly see her at the Institute anymore. We've all been trying to support her however we can, but it's rough. It really is. Damn. Yeah, that's not good. Who's the professor helping her, out of curiosity? That would be Professor Esmeralda. She's in bioengineering department. She's known the world over for cutting-edge research. Real upstanding woman. She's always up to her neck in her own work, though. She probably doesn't know the extent of the abuse at the other labs. Yeah, thanks for filling us in. Still helps us a lot. Not enough. You could write it down on a piece of paper, bro, and hand it to us. Yo, what's up, Ren? Oh, hello, everyone. I didn't think I'd run into you all here. We just finished touring the Epstein Foundation and ZCF branches here, so now we're taking a brief tour of the Institute. There's really not much we can do, though, since we can't attend any of the lectures here. Being honest, it's rather boring. Boring for you, maybe. You sound like you already know about a lot of the stuff here. We're not as encyclopedic as you know? All this Epstein and ZCF stuff is brand new to me. She's just full of secrets, isn't she? But hey, we gotta see and learn some really cool stuff because of it. Ren said she might have something extra special for us after we're done here, too. Might is the key word, mind. I can't make any promises. What does she mean by that? Beats me. I'm not too worried about her. Let her do her thing and let us do ours. He did promise me earlier, but I can't guarantee it'll happen just yet. You never know with how plans can change. Still, I can hardly think of a place in Basel I'm more interested in, so it's worth a shot. The Epstein Foundation was really something special. We got to hear lots of interesting stories at the ZCF branch, too. Ren said their best friend works there, even. She has so many of those connections. It's really mysterious, but hey, I'm not complaining. So, has everything been going on your end, Agnes? If it's all gets to be too much, you can join back up with us, okay? It's perfect and Miss Popular, too, huh? Thanks, Albert, but I'm fine right now, honestly. Well, alright. Glad to hear that.
Right.
Just, I worry sometimes. There's some dangerous stuff out there, so don't go charging into all that, okay? We'll always be here for you. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I get Albert. He's a good guy. Moritz. Success! That was a super quick reaction there. Way quicker than I expected. That bodes well. It means it's even more flammable than I first thought. I've got a winner on my hands. Just gonna take a swig of my special juice to recharge, and I'll be right back in action. Moritz produced a vial of something from his coat pocket and downed it with gusto. Whoa! Yo, yeah, I can feel my cells supercharging. Hey, what are you looking at me like that for? Controlled substance? Pfft, no worries there. Can't be controlled if it's not for human consumption in the first place. I'm onto something with this, I swear. It's the perfect pick-me-up after my explosion tests. It was meant to be, I tell ya. It can't be a controlled substance if it wasn't meant to be ingested in the first place. That's a bold way to say that you are drinking something that you probably should not be drinking, bro. What's Professor Orley's problem? I have to stay under and she dismisses me like you're just an arsonist in a lab coat. What's so wrong about that? It's art! What's more beautiful than great balls of fire? And that's what chemistry boils down to. It's the subtle art of making things go boom. Surely a fellow chemist would understand that. Bah. It's the subtle art of making things go boom.
Well-
Well. Okay, so I think we need to go up the stairs. Hey, Lucas, how's it going, bro? Professor Kronk has these theses are like these windows into the future. It's crazy just how smart he is. His foresight really helps him get ahead of the curve and develop new technology before people even realize they need them. I doubt he'll ever be half the scholar he is, but I really want to learn what I can from him all the same. Dad's factor's a relic of the past. It has nothing to do with me, and I have no reason to cling to it. I wish Dad wasn't so darn stubborn. All I'm saying is that he should be more forward-thinking. But nope, he's always trying to push the factory onto me, trying to tie me down to his old business. Time marches on. Even if he doesn't get with the times, they'll leave him behind. I mean, I get it. Like, wanting to have something for your children to inherit. Like, there's something to it. At the same time, it's like, if you don't want to inherit it, shouldn't be very... Oh, you're Orly, huh? The chemist. You're hot. I worry for her, I really do, but I just don't have the time to check up on her. Next time I see her, I think I'll recommend her these vitamins I like. I was on the advisory board for them, actually. I do worry about how she's the only woman on our team. I don't want her to feel afraid to speak her mind on things. Associate Professor Tane. Network engineering is my forte, but I do a lot of work with civil engineering guys too. Earthquake resistance, grid planning, that sort of thing. Professor Callahan in particular, he's been a big help to me. He's been awful irritable lately, but he's a good person deep down. Maybe he just needs a drink or two to unwind. Yeah, go get some alcohol in your system. That helps everyone. Gimbat? One of my papers was published in the scientific journal Formula last month. It was about a hypothetical social experiment where you gather big data from personal computers and use data science to crunch the numbers. I'm honored that the scientific community received it so well. Even Professor Cronkite gave it a thumbs up. I still want to explore that concept some more, though. I really want to use one of the giant orbital computer calculators they have in the labs here. I just can't, and that really grinds my gears. I want to put my paper to practice with some simulations, but consumer-grade computers just don't have the power for it. I tried making a super optimized program for the number crunching I need, but that still wasn't enough. I need something bigger. I really wish I could use the lab facilities here, but they don't open those up to freshmen. I have to wait for those. I'm just down to get my hands on one of those huge orbital calculators already. Dude, just jury-rig like 18 regular calculators and make it work. Oh, yo, look at all these GPUs. We farming crypto, bro. Library inventor. Need anything from me? I'll just be reading here. We do have plenty of papers here, though I don't know enough about them to make any recommendations. Do handle them with care, though. They're very important papers. Sounds like plenty of students and faculties come his way. That tracks. Maybe he's overheard a word or two about the allegations.
Can we talk?
Can we talk? Because we'll make you if you don't. Huh? A power tripping professor, you say? Well, if it were anybody, I'd put my money on Cronkite. He's awfully quick to dismiss people. Haughty, in a word. Kind and helpful aren't exactly synonymous with him, at least from what I've seen and heard. I see. Have you heard anything about any of the other professors that might relate to these allegations? Let me think now. Well, I can't see Professor Orley doing anything like that. She's just a bundle of sunshine, not a mean bone in her body. Sometimes I even see her in here picking up research materials for her students. Then there's Professor Callahan. He's always made a point of helping out his assistants. Certainly not a bad person in my view, but he's gotten a little bit of a bad rap after his work went south. Thank you for sharing your experience with us. We greatly appreciate it. So it's probably Callahan. Alright, I think we've combed this area over pretty well now. Let's go sit down somewhere and try piecing things together. I recommend that open space at the front of the Institute grounds. I saw some benches there that we could use. Sounds like a plan to me. Okay, time to go. Oh, no, this is a completely different area. Yeah, we can just come into the observatory. Beep boop beep 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 boop beep. Gonna blind myself. I'm gonna look at the sun, bro. Gonna look at Adios's glory. Okay. So is there a way down? I mean, there's a way through the back. You painting or sketching? Yes.
Whoops.
Special research building. Building for special research. Bam. Oh, it even makes grass sounds when we walk on it. I love it. That's a bit of like immersion that I feel like some games might miss out on, where it's like the sound of walking on different materials. Even if it's just like very minor sounds that you normally wouldn't even pick up on. It's just that it is because it's so small that like you do notice it. Alright, we about ready to sit down and get cracking. Sit down. Sit down, bro. Well, that was pretty good. Got our hands on some nice info there. We learned a lot of professors' names too. There's Professor Callahan, the Engineering Science Authority, Professor Orley in the Chemistry Department, Professor Cronkite, a well-respected expert in physics and orbital engineering, and Professor Tane, an architectural researcher. And one Professor Esmere over in Bio. They all sound really capable, but of course the stat sheets don't tell the whole story. They all sounded like oddballs in their own right. I think we can pretty safely narrow the perp down to one of those 5. I agree. We have pretty strong evidence to suggest that. Alright, let's take our evidence from the top then. All the people we talked to, all the testimonies, they all had one thing in common. I see what you mean. They tried to downplay the abuse. They had been threatened by the abuser. They didn't name the abuser. Not a single one named the culprit. Some of those guys knew who it was, but kept sounding like they were too scared to name him. Would have made our job a hell of a lot easier if they just named the guy, but no. Yep, yeah, now you mention it, that is kind of weird. I can understand not wanting to be labeled a snitch, but I felt like there was more to it than that. They were afraid of the culprit, but you could tell they respected them too. They didn't want to sully this professor's good name. And some people said the guy wasn't always like that. Something changed them. Probably the conflict over that proposal we heard about. Something about hard feelings. That one guy they said had to crunch after the proposal fell through. Telltale sign of abuse to me. It does seem likely, but we can't say for certain what changed the professor's behavior. That would be a reasonable explanation. That said, no circumstance justifies such an abuse of power and status. This professor is truly incorrigible. So that's who you think the culprit is? Yeah, if you ask me, there's only one professor who fits the bill. Callahan. Professor Callahan's our guy. He's one of the foremost authorities on engineering science. Perhaps the smartest man in the whole field. I've seen him in the papers plenty of times before. He's always described as a savant. Notably, he helped modernize the military's weapons and equipment. He's got revenge on the mind, sounds like. Some other professor one-upped him, and that's got him pissed. I guess it sucks, but you'd think a world-renowned scientist would be less childish about it. You'd know a thing or two about acting like a child, wouldn't you? Oh no, you usually call me Grandpa, so which is it, bud? Is now the time. So, what do we do now? We have all the recordings of the people we talked to. Why Quatre? Weird for... Why Quatre? Quatre? Yeah, I thought so as well. How's it going, Check Boy? Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, because like I see it and I go like, it's Quatre, right? Like I want to make it more French than they pronounce it in the game, right? Because they pronounce it Quatre, like Quatre, not Quatre, or like Quatre. Like they're not really Frenching it up. Is I think how it is. Like it looks so French, but they're not doing any French with it. I think that's the weird stuff. But yeah. How's it going? Thanks for dropping by. And all points to Professor Callahan being the suspect. So, what's our next move? Do we hunt down our client next and give them the tapes? Nah, I think we get Professor Callahan's opinion on it without accusing him directly. You nudge him in the right direction and he might just turn himself in. What do you mean? Simple. Tell him about these abuse rumors going around, and we talk about all these exhausted students, and he connects the dots on his own. Hopefully. But yeah, thanks for dropping by, Shek Boy. I presume you are farther than Chapter 4 in this game. And that does lead me to ask, you know? I mean, I guess I can ask anyone who's played this game, like, by this point, I'm like, okay. Like, of the characters introduced so far, who is everyone's favorites? Like, 30 minutes ahead? Okay, nice. Because, like, I think in terms of, like, design, I talked about Rosette, where I really like her hair and the angularness. Like, I like her fit. Van, I mean, like, his personality is just fucking peak. Like, the riding around Van is just so fun. Like those two are probably my top right now between design and like as a character. I'm looking forward to seeing more. Oh, you have red pants, Aaron? Wait, you could have a different colored pants, Aaron? The quoi sound you're thinking of is not how you pronounce it in French. It is pronounced more similar to the way they pronounce it. Oh, really? Gotcha. Yes. Ah, okay. Fair character is someone you have yet to meet. Okay. Then, as I said, just by this point in the game, who is everyone's favorites? But, so, okay, yeah. You know what? I guess I can't really say anything about it because my experience with the French language is that one episode of Dexter's Laboratory, and basically my last name, which I'm not going to reveal. And that's about it. Because I took 4 years of Spanish, and then as everyone here, not necessarily everyone, but most people here know, I've been taking, or not taking, but I've been learning Japanese. So don't really have much experience with the French language. Wow. Red parents, Aaron hurts my eyes. Oh, really? My experience is growing up in the French part. Can't see. I'm in Massachusetts. We're decently close to the French part of Canada, but like you're not. My favorites are Van, Fairy, and Anya's. Good. Those are all good. Like, okay, this is one thing I have to say where so far I can comfortably say that this game is somehow doing what I thought was potentially impossible. They feel the closest. Yeah, that trio feels the closest. But I've remarked how it's like the SSS, the Crossbell gang, is so good because it's like a 4-person unit. You can like they have all the interactions. It's great. Like you can feel the repertoire, and because it's not like a big group of people, it's like they have time to like do it. Like in terms of working out how different people interact between the group. And like one of the main like weaknesses I would say of even Sky and Cold Steel is like the casts are a bit bigger. Sky has a different issue where it's like you get all the cast, but it's usually like disjointed, so they're not all in the group at the same time, so they don't get the chance to be like having a lot of interactions around. In Cold Steel, they all come together too quickly. They're introduced too fast. I think they hit the sweet spot with Daybreak where they realize, oh, we can have a large cast of people, right? Like we can have a, let's say, base class 7 sized group of main characters. We just can't introduce them all at the same time. They each need their own chapter to be the new person. They can't just be, hey, here's the chapter about them when you've already interacted with them and they're already kind of like plopped onto your plate. It's like, oh no, they need to be the new addition, right? Because so far there's yet to be a character that I've disliked or even felt like about. Like everyone here is enjoyable in their own different ways, and I like it. It's fantastic. But I mean, like, are they as good as Toa? Maybe not. I don't know. Because I mean, like, Toa does have a captain hat, so I mean, like, there's only so much that they can really do. I think Cold Steel was going for the cast chemistry to be fair, since they wanted conflict. Yes, I mean, they definitely weren't going for full cast chemistry. They definitely wanted the internal party mechanics to be a little bit more reminiscent of like, hey, here's the macro scale of the commoners versus the nobles, and here's your micro scale in your class 7. But even then, it's like, it didn't even work out all that well perfectly because it was literally only Machias against the nobles. And even against the nobles was Eustace and Reen, with Reen being like the least deserving of the hate. Because like, he never gave shit to Laura, right? He never gave shit to Laura. So it's like, not perfectly cast chemistry, but like, even then, right, like once they all started getting along more together, like they still didn't, but they must have CS2 where they did not build on it, like, yeah. Like they did try to in some ways, but like they didn't go hard enough, right? Like they didn't have enough interesting, unique interactions between different people, if I would say. Like they should have had, I feel like they should have done more side quests forcing unique squads, right? Because like, okay, we're gonna have Reen, Elisa, and Machias. Because how the fuck is Machias gonna interact with Elisa? I don't know. You don't like the character I like, it's because they have great background design and play the character. Okay, nice. Cold-Steel characters have more chemistry with their tertiary characters, in my opinion. Yeah, 100%. Daybreak is the inverse of that. Yes. Yeah, like, Cold Steel is interesting because it's like the cast members all have more rapport with like their club members, basically. Like the people, like, which I mean, there is something to be said about that. There are people that like they chose to be with outside of your main party stuff. Aaron gives zero fucks about Asha and still. I mean, zero fucks in terms of any kind of like romantic way. Not that she cares about him romantically either. He's even said like, yeah, just kind of like a little sister. It's like, it's fine. It's like, it's whatever. But yeah. But yeah, just so you know, Shek Boy, I have played all the Trails games prior to this. And I generally stream Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays. Although this past week has been a little bit iffy because I streamed on Sunday. But yeah, and just so you as well know, I don't only stream like one game at a time. Usually I stream two. So I will actually be doing a different game on Wednesday. Not going to say what it is because it's a surprise. But Elise cares about Sharon more than Elliot. Yeah, 100%. Same for Fee and Sarah. Yeah. Yeah. And I don't think there's necessarily any issue with that, right? You're not going to be close, super close with all your classmates. And each of those characters definitely have more background in terms of relationship, right? Like Elisa and Sharon have a lot more history than Elisa and Gaius, right? And same for Fee and Sarah, right? So it makes more sense because it's like, okay, mutual background makes it happen a lot more. But yeah, I'm just glad that they've shown competency in being able to have a larger cast with good inter-character rapport and like definite interaction, kind of like status quo, right? Like in terms of like favorite interactions, I think it's Aaron, Ferry, and Anya's. Like that trio is just so fucking enjoyable. Where it's like something happens, Aaron makes a fucking comment that's like, that's not appropriate for children. Anya's is like, I will beat the shit out of you if you try to taint Ferry. She is a child. She is my pure child that can kill people, but has yet to, apparently. I'm still betting that a stray bullet took someone out. And Ferry's just like, what? I'm a child. Guys, Elliot, Marcus, and Yusuf and Milliam have chemistry. Yeah. Even Laura and Fee interaction died out in CS3. Oh yeah, 100%. Because the thing is, the Laura and Fee interactions were forced as hell. Because that was the thing in all of the chapters, where they were trying to force there to be one defined connection to not work, right? It was always, hey, these two can't pair up because they don't get along. Laura and Fee's disconnection was always the most forced, like, nonsense one. Because it was just so, like, out of nowhere, right? Marcus and Eustace was written on the wall, right? That one was easy. That was from fucking minute 10. Marcus was like, I fucking hate your guts, noble prick. And Eustace was like, I don't care about your existence, bitch. And it's like, okay, we're clued in. Whereas Fee and Laura is just kind of like, Laura's like, oh, you're not honorable, Jaeger. And it's like, where's this coming from? Where's this coming from? Love Solutions Office, especially Aaron driving with his band. Dude, it's great. It's fantastic. But yeah, so let's keep going on. Also, just so you know, Shek Boy, I will get into conversations like this when chat gets me going because I love talking to you guys. Where I will just forget to play the game. So, hope you're ready for that. Found that? Well, we already know Sam. Exactly, only Olaf cares about Elliot. Olaf loves his son dearly because the plot doesn't, sadly. I mean, his sister loves him. and Reen loves him, and Gaius loves him. We all, and the player loves Elliot. I love my soft boy Elliot. You know, Elliot got to dance with Laura at the ball in CS3. So like, hey, I'm just saying, power couple. He could serenade the battlefield while she's just cutting people up. Can you imagine if they still hate each other up to Reverie? That'd be, dude. I mean, it would. God, it would really be annoying because they would have to pivot it from him hating him just because he's a noble to him hating Eustace's guts. Which, I mean, like, fair enough. You could put it like that because I mean, like, Eustace is kind of like an aloof prick, but like, he's not like the worst. One thing I like about Cold Steel characters is that the flavors are strong. Archetype. Yeah, the characters are very archetypical, which is not a bad thing. Like, archetypes exist for a reason, like, because they're popular and they're good to use, especially when you have something to potentially add to the archetype or like swap it up or do something else. But yeah, like having having Machias and Eustace hate each other would just be it would be a headache. Also, I feel like I kind of like their respect, right? Like, because after CS1, it's kind of like we don't want to admit that we're bros, potentially best bros, but we are, but we'll never admit it. But I got your back, bro. Bro, don't say it out loud, bro. I hate you, bro. But I'll kiss you goodnight, bro. Such the reactions are fun when we need it. Exactly. Machias' defense, Eustace did belittle his father. Eustace Loki asked for that. Just saying. Yes, but in Eustace's defense, Machias came out swinging. Like, Machias was far too... Like, Machias was coming out swinging, man. Like, both of them are at fault, right? Neither of them are helping the situation. But, like, Machias was coming out swinging, except against Laura, because I think he knew better. Laura would take no shit. Your players are gonna be so confused. Yeah. Right? Like, you have to think of all the interactions, like, okay, who are the nobles that Machias could be a piece of shit to? And it's like Eustace, because Eustace doesn't care enough to, like, beat the shit out of him, and Reen, because Reen is too nice. But Laura might challenge him to a duel, and he would get hurt really bad. Because have you seen Laura's sword? That's one Machias right there. I feel like that's a missed opportunity, just seeing Laura wield a classmate as a claymore. Failing that, well, we already know Sam. He's bound to figure out his reputation's on the line the more he hears about this. If he's smart, he'll fess up. This is why flavor is so important. His Zen and Sky. Flavor. He's the big, large, bear-sized man. He's smart, he'll fess up. So that's what we do. Give him a subtle little nudge, and he does all the work I'll say him on for us. 2 birds with 1 stone right there. That sounds really scheming. I'm not so sure we're the good guys all of a sudden. Well, it is a quintessentially Spriggan-like way of solving our problem. Quintessential quintuplos? Basically every noble who didn't go to Thor's. Yeah. Fine by me. To the Power Trooper's lab, then. Actually, where is it? I don't remember seeing it while we were taking our tour. I suspect it's in the Special Research Building. We need some form of clearance to enter, of course. We passed by a door with a guard in front earlier. They won't let any ordinary civilian inside. I suspect we would need an A-rank card at the very least. He was very mild, and Sky and Daybreak has already given him a lot more flavor. True. But it's also a very different situation that I guess he's in, right? Because in Sky, he is usually just accompanying some younger bracers, like his friends' kids, right? So it's like, okay, like, I can just kind of be chill. It's like, he loosens up a little bit when Olivier is there. It's like, okay, what's up? What's up with this guy? Okay, cool. But overall, until, like, Walter comes in, it's just like, yeah, he's a pretty mellow guy. But I think that's because he's meant to be subtle, right? He's meant to be a very large individual that's very stable, very square, like kind of foundational, right? Where it's like, okay, you know our dad. You're a big, strong bracer. You're a really big human. You're confident in your ability. Like, you fucking soloed round 1 of the Coliseum. Like, okay, you're a baller. You don't need to be crazy wacky woohoo pizza man kind of guy. Like, you could just be big. But then Walter comes in and it's like, oh, okay, we got some shit going on. Hell yeah. But yeah, Estelle and Joshua were also kids at the time. But yeah, whereas in this, he's like, oh yeah, no, like, who am I interacting with? I'm interacting with this 24-year-old dude who's like pretty cool. Hell yeah. Let's have some fun. It's like, oh, the youngest kid is a Jaeger? No problem. Is there an option to remove Rosette's headpiece? I don't know. I can check that. I suspect we would need an A rank card at the very least. It was hard enough for us to get a C rank card. I think getting an A rank one is off the table. What should we do then? Maybe wait for him to leave the building and ambush him? Nah, old Van's the man with the plan. All that matters is that we get inside the building. Doesn't matter how we do it. And being a Spriggan, I've got a few tricks up my sleeve. Van, you're kind of scaring me with that smile there. We defer to you. What's your strategy, Master Spriggan? So first, we just roll up on the building like anybody else would. Once we get there, we convince the guard to let us in. Just act naturally and we're golden. So it was Loki relegated to babysitting in Sky. They allow him to overshadow the leads. Daybreak is Zin's motherland, so I guess more fun. Can't. Okay, so they can't allow it. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. And like, he just has more personal connection with everyone here, because also Killick is here as well.
What's next?
But yeah, so let's go check. Equip. Yeah, because in previous games, any character that had a headpiece, you could remove it. Nope, you can just make her hair pink. What? Okay. Is it just me, or is it like every single anime character, like in every game ever, that has pink hair also has blue eyes? Like, I swear, like, every single anime character, like, because, like, Nadia is pink and blue, right? Like, her eyes are blue as well. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm trying to remember. And I'm thinking of, like, every, like, Record of August war game has a pink-haired elf that I think also has blue eyes. Every single one. One super weird thing I know so far. When we fight monster for quest, Fair usually calls out the name of the monster first. She seems knowledgeable about the critter. Yeah, she probably does. Because, I mean, Jaegers travel around. They probably need to be pretty cognizant of, like, all the different wildlifes in case one of them is poisony and you don't want to get poisoned in the field. Okay, so this is the place. I thought we had to go to the other side. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, how's it going, security guard? Excuse me, is this where we can find Professor Callahan? We're here to speak with him. Right, yes, may I see your card, sir? Of course. Van handed over a certification card. C rank. I'm sorry, but I can't let you in without the proper security clearance. If you don't mind me asking, what business do you have with him to begin with? Glad you asked. We're here on behalf of the Principality of Alsheim. We figured that there was an appointment for us, but we just now found out that they didn't set anything up. Sorry for the inconvenience. We wanted to inquire about Professor Callahan's new research. It caught our investors' interest. His findings have seismic implications. Even the Zyver revolution would be small potatoes compared to this. So we looked into meeting with him and collaborating on his research. Only to learn that Marduk was interested in the same thing. So now we've got ourselves a three-way partnership here. I am here on the Marduk Company's behalf. I'm a concierge in their employ. So you're meeting with them to discuss a grant, is that right? I'm a bit surprised to hear both Alsheim and Marduk are collaborating on this, but, well, stranger things have happened, I guess. I apologize for the inconvenience. And that said, who are these children with you? Surely they're not employees. Pardon? I'm not a kid, I'm just short. They're associates of an Alsheim VIP. Pardon them. They're here on Alsheim's behalf as well, so they were looking to sit in on our meeting. This is a little awkward, though. Came all the way from Alsheim just to get turned away at the door on a technicality. I'm not sure what to tell them when we get back home. I really am sorry. There's clearly been some kind of mix-up here. Your arrangement might have been lost in the shuffle with all of the Aramis students visiting. You must have been issued the same rank card as them by mistake. I'll go clear this with Professor Callahan. 1 minute, please. Of course, we'll be waiting. Sure you're okay with him calling your bluff? Of course. Just need to turn down grant money. Ain't what we're really after. Ain't what we're really here for, but he just has to take the bait. Thank you for your patience. Professor would like to meet with you at once. Go right in. Thank you very much. I can't believe you managed to deceive your way past someone again. Hey, nothing I said was a lie. Not my fault if someone else takes what I said the wrong way. Bet you tell yourself that every single time, huh? Yeah, you must be a real pro at this. I mean, it's not something to be proud of. As your sudden embarrassment suggests. I wish you would at least stop to think about the bad influence you might be having on Ferry.
So you're trying to blame all of this on me, are you?
Not at all. I'm in no way trying to suggest your latest research is the cause. If anything, the approach you're taking with your latest project rather fascinates me.
Does it now?
That being said, work on my own project has reached a critical juncture. I cannot afford any issues with net traffic at this time.
That certainly sounds like blame to me, Cronkite. You may be one of Professor Hamilton's students, but that doesn't give you the right to...
So sorry for the delay. Oh? Who the devil are you? This is a restricted area, you know. Not to worry. We have permission to be here. Could either of you direct us to Professor David Callahan's office? Ah, so you're the ones I just heard about. We're finished here, Cronkite. Now, if you would all follow me. Professors Cronkite and Callahan. Huh? Why are you guys here? Huh. Whoops. Fuck. Oh no. You could say the same thing. Mr. Arkwright, do you have business here? Quatre. What are you doing here, Salesian? And who are these people with you? They are the students here on educational visitation from the capital. I've been assisting them during their stay. Professor Cronkite was gracious enough to extend us an invitation to visit him when we happened to see each other in town. So we asked Mr. Salesian if he could lead the way. I do not believe I invited anyone but you, nor did I imply we should meet quite this soon. But I suppose chasing you away here would be more work than just humoring you. Very well, follow me. Really? It would be nothing short of incredible to see your work up close, Professor Cronkite. Well, we'll get out of your hair now. We apologize for the interruption. I can see that you're very busy, but it would be a pleasure to speak more on another occasion, Professor Callahan. Oh, I suppose that can be arranged. I feel like that's Ren's main thing in this game. Saying something that appeases people, looking at you and winking. Just like she just winks all the time, just a wink. Must be nice to have enough free time to spend on such frivolous nonsense as educational visitations. Well, come with me. I want to make this brief. Of course, Professor.
Wait.
Oop.
I'd like to listen in on this conversation too, if you don't mind. As their guide, I suspect it has everything to do with me.
No, I'm not gonna look at him.
Take a 10-minute break. Do not return late.
Yes, Professor. Excuse us. Damn. A lot of servers. Professor David Callahan.
As you know, my name is David Callahan.
Okay, odd question. What's the first name of Professor Callahan from Big Hero 6? Because that was also Professor Callahan, and I can't remember what his first name was. I'm wondering if it was also David, because like this name rings a bell. Not an Alexander Graham Bell or anything, but but it rings a bell. Because I'm just like, can someone find that for me? Would someone mind Googling that for me? Because I'm trying to think and I can't. His name is David Callahan.
I believe you're here to talk about Elsheim and Marduk investing in my research. That makes for a very interesting combination, if you don't mind me saying. What exactly led to this?
Is that what you were told? There seems to be a misunderstanding then. We are currently working for Al-Siam, and we do have a Marduk employee with us, but that's all. What do you mean, as you know? As you know, my name is David Cat. I mean, because I mean, as you know implies because we asked for, yeah, could either of you direct us to Professor David Callahan's office? You're the ones, we're finished here, Cronkite, now if you would. And then Professors Cronkite and Callahan. So, like, it came up in conversation that he was Professor Callahan. So, as you know, does kind of make sense, but it is a bit standoffish, because it's like, you could say, I've arrived, it's now gonna get hairier than 80s Greek adult film. Cool. Excuse me while I just take off my shirt. Show my hairy chest. No, I'm not gonna do that. This isn't a hot tub stream. I don't play meta. But that's all. What? We're currently in the middle of an investigation, you see? And hey, more to grab onto. I'll be real here. I don't think I would want people grabbing onto my chest or my back hair. Frankly, I feel like that would hurt. Just like take a strong grip of the shoulders, or just like a pressure grip, just like, you know, just press. No need to like grip. No need to like try and find reins. I don't need Remy trying to like move my arms by ratatouilleing my chest hair. All right, that would be a very different film. It's like, oh no, I don't have a rat under my hat. I have a rat in the middle of my shirt. It's a tumor. Sorry. Finished Daybreak yesterday. Nice. No spoilers. And a lead item to bring us here. Wanted to follow up on a rumor that some extreme abuse of power has been taking place in a laboratory here. Huh? That's the face of a guy who's got something to tell. Who asked you to investigate this? Couldn't tell you. Didn't leave their name. But they did tell us all about what's been happening. We've heard all about the ridiculous workloads and insane hours they and their colleagues have been forced to endure. But how they've never allowed any rest and are woefully underpaid, and how they receive vicious, constant verbal abuse from their superior. Spoilers, well, 6.9, it was perfect number, but period keeps ruining it. Ah, okay. He was waiting to get a sloppy toppy, and now he's gonna get fucking Christ. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Was not expecting some of these comments when I started stream today. Even to the point that someone collapsed from overwork and has been driven to the brink of suicide. That's just... We have all the testimony and evidence we need to act, if that's what it's come to. We thought it better to come and hear your thoughts first. Excuse me? It's not too late to turn things around. So many people we spoke to were quick to say that you weren't always like this. They mentioned how they almost had trouble believing that just what you become. Let's not ask what Maid has under her skirt. I presume it's gun and knife. You could see how afraid people are of you now and how they dislike what you've become. But at the same time, we could see how deeply they respect you too. We're not heroes of justice like the cops or the guild. The heroes of justice like the cops? The fuck are you talking about? I accept the guild, but come on. Yeah, we're just about finding common ground and putting things to rights. As long as you're willing to work with us, we can... That is enough! Don't talk to me about respect and then immediately resort to blackmail! I cannot believe one of my assistants would try to set me up like this. Unbelievable! I give them a golden chance to help me obtain glory beyond their imagination, and this is how they choose to repay me? Oh, her thing is glowing. How could you say that? You know we got evidence of what you're doing, right? Sure you want to pick this fight? Do what you will with your evidence. All I have to do is cover it up. Admitting that he did shit that he would need to cover up. No one's going to believe some lowly assistant over an esteemed professor. Professor, I am two mere steps away from completing my research, and they pick now to sabotage my efforts? Very well. Then damn the human cost. I'll start working them to the bone to make up for that.
Just listen to yourself, Professor. What has gotten into you? You used to be so kind and supportive. Professor Hamilton held you in such high regard.
You used to be such a good guy. Now you're an a-hole.
Even though I was one of her students, you would still take the time to look after me. I just can't understand why all you do lately is spit in the face of her achievements.
Quatre, I suspected as much.
Sorry. That's a private matter between us. But please, at least stop and think about how you're treating the people who work under you. They took their positions because they dreamed of being like you. Don't belittle them or their work.
Yeah, Quatre, you're doing good.
Salesian.
Ugh.
Tell me what I can and can't do, you third-rate apprentice.
And also, like, gonna be real, I feel like a forehand slap of, like, that arm distance should not be enough to not knock someone on their backside. Most basic bitch slapology, right? Like, it was just like a, like, I think, you know what? Quatre, he's probably pretty French, right? So that means he probably likes playing soccer, right? He did the soccer dive, just like the, I broke my hip. I broke my hip. Where's the red card? Where's the red card? My hip's broken. Oh, what? No card? No card? Okay, back up. Okay, keep running. Yeah. See, I could never. When I back in my day, back in middle school, high school, because I played soccer, but like I'm 5'7", and I was like 180 to 200 pounds around them. Like, I'm a pretty like short, stout guy. It was difficult for me to get knocked over, so I never had any practice diving, so I just never dove. Like, people would do shit and I wouldn't fall down and be like, okay, well, I didn't fall down. Yellow card, you mean? Yeah, yellow card. I mean, like, if you broke a hip, you might get a red, depending on how bad you did it. If you just like threw your leg out at someone's torso with the ball not even being close, you're probably gonna get a red card. But yeah, you most likely result in a yellow card if you just did an injury, a basic injury. But yeah, yeah, God, good times. Because like one of my most fond memories of playing soccer was identifying the kids on the other team that tried to be like professional soccer players that would do the dives, and it's like, oh, you're that kind of bitch? I'm gonna make you fall for real, though. I'm not gonna let you dive. I'm knocking you to the ground, actually. And I'm gonna do it legitimately. And so you're gonna get even more pissed. Now you're on the ground, and you don't have the card. Quatre, what do you think you're doing? Listen, asshole.
You're talking to the famous David Callahan.
Also, like, we probably should have been recording this. He has the taper haircut in the back.
The preeminent scholar of engineering science and military technology, who has long upheld the very foundation of this nation's national defense. I've had enough of youngsters like Cronkite and Esmeralda acting like they're above me after all I've achieved. My latest research will propel Calvert to even greater heights, change the power balance of the entire continent. Why can no one understand just how much of a privilege it is to help with that?
Because you're a piece of shit, dude.
Professor.
Well, you're free to have whatever lofty goals you want. But I think we've had our 10 minutes, don't you? Oh. We came here to explain the situation and offer a solution we thought would benefit everyone. You're welcome to try and cover up all the evidence and testimonies we've gathered, but I promise you, it ain't gonna be easy. If you're as close to this revolution as you claim to be, then I'd give it another thinking through if I were you. I'm done wasting time with you. I will be raising the issue of your illegal trespassing and appalling brazenness with Mr. Torsand. I admit that I may have been a little too harsh. But as long as you intend to cling to Professor Hamilton instead of aiming for something more, I have no interest in you. Unless you now see the benefits of developing your talents under me after all. I would wager that would be a far better use of your time than waiting like a little girl for an old woman who's long gone. Workshop seems like a better fit for this guy, right? He seems like evil. He seems pretty evil. Free work archaism for him, yeah. Excuse me. Quatre. Pardon us. Original scenery of relaxation. We're going to the sky viewer. Are we ever gonna
Like
get
a little girl.
Are we ever gonna get to see Quatre with his hood up? Because, like, I feel like that's a pet peeve of mine. Like, if you're gonna design a character with a hoodie, I want to see the hoodie up. One fine example that I actually have at hand. It's right over here. One Devil Survivor 2. So you can see the main character has a hoodie. And one, I really like the art style of the Devil Survivor games. I like this artist. But he has a hoodie. He never wears the hoodie. He's never shown wearing it even once. I believe it took until the 3DS version, the extended version, for them to ever have him wear the hoodie even a single time. It was just, he had a hoodie and he never wore it. And it was always a pet peeve of mine because I hated it. I was like, put the hoodie on. You have a hood. People like wearing the hoods. Hibiki, right? I mean, that's probably his, like, canon name, but I mean, like most Atlas games, that's player choice, and then you have to find out later from some other, usually from some other medium as to what the canon name is. I believe in the anime it was Hibiki. Because there was the anime that was, like, decent. It wasn't bad, but it didn't really follow the games too much. But, yeah. But yeah, no, it... But yeah, like, pet peeve is just like, if you're gonna have a hood, wear the hood. It's like Organization 13 in Kingdom Hearts, right? Where it's like, yeah, a lot of them have their hoods up, and it's like, you can't see their face, and they pull it down. It's like, you gotta have them at least with the hood up and down. Even if them having it up, they all look the same, right? Like, if you have a hood, it has to be up at some point. That is the rule. That I don't make the rules, but that is the rule. But like a little
There
girl.
you are.
Hello.
So this is what it looks like inside, huh?
I've already been here.
It's so cool seeing the observatory. Is that the telescope?
That's right. Professor Hamilton had it specially made.
I'm sorry you had to witness that earlier, but I'm impressed you knew where to find me. Just had a feeling. We're happy to forget what we saw as long as you forget about us forcing our way into the research building. Van, behave. You can go ahead and have a seat over there. I'll go make us some tea. Okay, so we're gonna get a bit more Quatre backstory. So there aren't actually any astronomy professors here? Not at the moment. I'm the only one who comes here every day right now. But there was a time when quite a few researchers and students who all adored Professor Hamilton would come. Even Professor Callahan would from time to time. Hey, thank you very much for the follow, Shuck Boy. Prism Ranger Dab. God, I fucking love the Prism Rangers. They're so goofy. Especially from Disgaea too. My head out? Okay, thanks for dropping by, Shuck Boy. I'll be back on Wednesday, but it won't be with Daybreak. It'll be with a different game. But I'm not too far ahead now. But I imagine by the time I get back on Friday with some more, you will be. So, look forward to talking to you. Have a nice night. Even Professor Callahan would from time to time. Oh. He never used to be like he is now. He's always seen Professor Hamilton as a rival, sure. But it used to be the friendly kind of rivalry that was beneficial to both sides. Taught me so much, too. Yeah, I'm about to stream off. Well, also have fun, Spice Stoner. Thanks very much for dropping by. He really must have changed then. Yeah, from that to the uptight abusive asshole we saw some kind of fall. Professor Hamilton left the Republic 2 years ago, if I recall. And you're one of her students? That's right. I owe more to her than I can ever hope to repay. I've been looking after the observatory in her house since she left the country. Though I think it's debatable whether I'm doing a good job of it. CEO of Vern, Mr. Towson, is also one of the directors of the Institute's board. Later on, I'm gonna make some ghost chili powder. Ooh, God. Power to you, man. I don't think I could even sniff that without dying inside. He told me that he's considering shutting this place down because so few people are using it. Oh no. So that's why you've been doing all kinds of miscellaneous tasks to score points with him? That's awful. I really am sorry about earlier, though. I ended up interfering in your investigation by jumping in, didn't I? Don't worry, I'll raise you from basic pish to a pepper enjoyer. Oh man. Whew. Sometimes when I want some real kick to my turkey and cheese sandwich, add a little bit of pepper. Just a couple shakes. Adds a nice kick to it. You know, when I breathe out, it's like I'm breathing a little bit of smoke just from my basic ground black pepper. I'm white. I really enjoy bread and cheese. I have 12 different pepper flake blends around me. Jesus. I have the ground pepper that you get in the shakers. By jumping in, didn't I? If I hadn't said anything, don't sweat it. We ended up getting some useful info out of that whole outburst. My guess is you've noticed this by now, too. But his piss-poor attitude isn't the only bad thing going on with him. Can't post photos in Discord? Maybe? I think so. It's been acting up a bit in terms of the what's allowed to be posted. It's difficult for me to figure out what, why. Not 100% sure. You can try. His poor attitude isn't the only bad thing going on with him. You really think so? I have the same feeling. It would explain why someone so respected has stooped to such irrational behavior. Check general chat. Don't usually do that during streams. I can't really because my mouse isn't showing up because I can't get to a menu. So I'll check it later. Feels like the question is, what is he trying to do that he's willing to go so far off the deep end for it? The computer hardware in his laboratory was state-of-the-art. I suspect he's using it to perform vast calculations. The kind that would be equally difficult to properly manage. I agree. I've never seen a simulation of this extent before. It seemed even that wasn't getting the results he wanted. He couldn't be. No, but that would... I see now. Well, we better keep an eye on that guy for a while. We ain't in Basel for that long, but we're gonna be here for the next couple of days, at least. Feels like we can afford to scratch each other's backs a bit, yeah? Whether that CEO wants us to or not. Alright. I do have my doubts about you, but I believe that Agnes is worthy of my trust. Oh, come on, you can just fan. So if anything comes up, I'll be sure to let you know. To keep what the professor left behind safe, if nothing else. Nothing comes from not being honest with yourself, you know. We'll be counting on you, Quatre. Sure seems like he's being honest with himself to me. Not trusting you is the right call. Oh, you are very much in the same boat with how boorish you are. Excuse me? You trying to pick a fight, kiddo? That's only proving my point, you know. I want a look. Are you interested in the telescope? I was just wondering what it's like, that's all. It's only just past 5 o'clock, so we won't be getting a great view of the stars quite yet. But come with me. You still might be able to get a good view of the Great Shedar Triangle. Really? Yay! Aw. Of course the two kids of the group would head it off. You are also still a damn kid from my perspective. By the way, Agnes, was it just me or did you seem surprised by something when that professor was shouting up a storm? It wasn't just you. I cannot believe one of my assistants would try to set me up like this. Unbelievable! I give them a golden chance to help me obtain glory beyond their imagination, and this is how they choose to repay me? so it picked then of all times to shine. It's not doing it now, though. You think it could just be a coincidence? You gotta wonder. Not like it'd be the first time it's shown in an odd time. Like when we first ran into Grimcat.
Whoa! What's this room for? Odette? What brings you all here?
We saw a big-ass fucking room.
We've been looking for all of you. We couldn't find you anywhere in the main building, so we wondered if you might be here.
Sorry for putting you guys out.
Well, not all of us are here for you.
So this is their giant telescope. I've seen one in the Imperial Museum too, but it's so cool.
Oh! Can we take a look through it?
It's so big.
It's nice seeing this place this lively again. It's been so long.
Trails through Daybreak. Oh, geez, I'm looking at Discord on my phone. That is a... You have so many spices on your computer desk. Okay, so you showed them around. They're leaving. Ren and Van locked eyes. And he's presumably heading back home. Ugh. So, I wonder what night times in Basel are gonna be like. Well, we'll be going back to our hotel now. Sure thing. Try not to stay up too late just because no one's keeping an eye on you. That telescope was amazing, though, wasn't it? I wish we could have had another look through it before we left. How about you come and walk around with us on the last day, Fairy? We'd love to have you. Really? Your work sounds so amazing, so I'd like that a lot. I'll just leave playtime to the kids then. More into the market for a place catered to adults. Hell, you want to join in the fun for us? I would never want to go to such a place. That sounds like it'd be kind of fun in its own way. It was nice to finally meet the famous Rosette, too. Maybe we could talk some more another... Oh, yes. I would like that very much indeed. Okay, then it's happening. Okay, what was Rosette thinking about? Did you notice? Yeah. You managed to learn anything on your end? I'm afraid not. We heard something interesting from that genius professor, but that's about it. I'm not going to have much free time here, however, so I'm going to have to leave it to that nose of yours this time. Dumping all the work on me, huh? Ah, here's the tram. And we bid you for all farewell. I should be able to meet you tomorrow morning at around 8 o'clock. I know it's a little early for good nights, but I hope you all have one regardless. Same to you. See you tomorrow. Sleep tight. Yeah. Sleep tight on yous. Goodbye. Have a wonderful time. See you all later. Do the window wiper. Goodbye. So what's eating away at you, phony maid?
Huh?
Phony maid? Huh? Something up? Yeah, a thing from him.
I should have realized I wouldn't be able to keep my concerns a secret.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth, I'm getting a peculiar sense of deja vu from what's happening here in Basel.
Deja vu? Deja vu? Your main job's being a concierge, but you also handle crisis management all over the country, right? So which does this orbital net and distribution network issue make you think of more? Liberal 6 years ago, or Crossbell 4 years ago? Ah. The outage, yeah. This one's probably more Crossbell 4 years ago rather than Liberal.
You're proving perceptive and knowledgeable beyond belief.
I'm sure I've heard both of those things before, but... God, Fairy's only 13. She was only 7 when Liberal happened, when the Liberal game events occurred. That's fucking crazy, man. That's weird to think about. That's really weird. Yeah. I think Sal's mentioned them at some point, too. The former was when all orbital power was shut off by the appearance of an ancient floating city. The latter was when the orbital network was used to perform a man-made miracle. I never witnessed them firsthand, so there's a lot of gaps in what I know. but both were caused by things you wouldn't think could exist. Man, I'd think you made both events up if I didn't know better. I know what happened a year and a half ago in Crossbell, and that's just as batshit crazy on paper. Which means Bison and Joshua are now 22. Wow. Yeah, right? Oh, when the whole continent was hacked or whatever the word is?
I'm afraid I can't answer most of your questions because they would contain classified information. However, I believe this may end with a crisis different from the ones that Mr. Arkwright mentioned.
Yeah, because we're not dealing with oh god. Septarians. I was about to say Septentrions, and I'm like, why am I thinking of that? And I'm like, oh, because I just pulled out Devil Survivor 2, and that and that's the main enemies in that game. And I was like, why am I thinking of that? It's like, oh no, Septarian. Yeah, because those two both had Septarian shenaniganry going on. This is like, in-game JRPG terms, they're old. Yeah. Old. Isn't it different? Old. You're bald. 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 Man, with Christ. Huh. Well, Miss Perfect's Genesis started glowing again. There's bound to be something. No way this ends without giving us a headache. Yeah, we're gonna need to be ready for trouble. You gotta head out somewhere now, right? I'll come with you if you want.
Again, you are perceptive beyond belief.
My god, Van, how do you know? We might have only met in person recently, but I've known you for a real long time. If you stumble on a major problem brewing, gotta report to HQ, right?
Correct. What is happening here certainly falls under Code E of our regulations. But I see no harm in having someone with me during my report. We could also patrol the area at the same time. Does that sound all right?
More than all right. Let's get going. Wait. It's not just you two here, you know. I didn't even think of leaving us out. I don't mind taking one of you, but the other's gonna have to stay behind. Someone will need to be available if Agnes or that boy we met decide to call. Right, that makes sense. Fine. Then come on, who are you taking? Swapped out later. Let's take Aaron. Cause yeah, he's been in more than Ferry, but he's also done less attacks and can probably I feel like he can do less than Ferry can in a shorter amount of time. So, where do we have to go to even give this report? Your company's HQ so far away, I would have thought you'd just call them. There's a bit of a process involved for security reasons. For starters, we need to leave the city toward the canyon. This needn't take priority over any other work you would like to do, however. See now? Got it. We'll head over once we've walked around a little then. Okay. So we got nighttime. Head to Ooge Canyon. But this is where I'm going to call it a night because I've been going for almost 2.5 hours. It's going to be it has to be a shorter stream tonight because I started later. But I feel like we made good progress, frankly. Got to night 1 in Basel, so that's pretty good. As I mentioned earlier, I will be streaming on Wednesday with a new game. That will be my 1-a-week game. Because I'm still be playing Daybreak 3 times. So look forward to that. I'm not going to say what it is. But yeah, I'd be happy if everyone joined and you know, guided me along if you know. And if you don't know, just have some fun. But yeah, thanks 50 Mira, thanks Kiev and Spiced and Shek for the follow as well as joining. Thank you Ninja and Kiev and Sleeper and everyone else that dropped by and was lurking. Hope you all have a very nice night, and will join me next time. Bye.